We all know the stories of Peter, John, and the other famous disciples. Their miracles, sermons, and journeys fill the pages of the New Testament, but have you ever wondered about the others? The ones whose names are mentioned, but whose stories seem to fade into the background. What about disciples like Andrew, Philip, Bartholomew, or Thaddeus? Their contributions weren't always recorded in epic detail, but their impact was just as profound, shaping the very foundations of the early Christian movement. Let's travel back in time. Imagine the dusty roads of Judea, the bustling markets of Capernaum, here. These lesser-known disciples moved quietly, their faith demonstrated not in grand pronouncements, but in consistent, everyday actions. Andrew, for example, is remembered for one simple but pivotal act. He brought his brother, Simon Peter, to Jesus. This single introduction set in motion one of the most significant leadership roles in Christian history. It shows us that sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is make a connection, to bring someone closer to a source of hope. Then there's Philip. When faced with a crowd of 5,000 hungry people, it was Philip who realistically assessed their lack of resources, asking, "Where shall we buy bread for these people to eat?" While his response seemed to highlight the impossibility of the situation, it also opened the door for a miracle. His practical, grounded nature reminds us that faith often begins by acknowledging the reality of our challenges before witnessing the divine solution. These disciples weren't just followers. They were active participants, thinkers, and doers. By examining the historical and cultural context, we can infer the character traits that defined these individuals. They weren't just names on a list, they were people of immense courage and deep humility. Consider Bartholomew, often identified with Nathanael. His initial skepticism, "Can anything good come out of Nazareth?" quickly turned to profound belief upon meeting Jesus. This tells us he was an honest, thoughtful seeker, not someone who followed blindly. His journey teaches us the value of questioning and seeking truth for ourselves. Their stories, though fragmented, offer powerful lessons for us today. They teach us that making a difference doesn't require a spotlight or a grand stage. True impact often happens in the quiet moments, the act of listening, the gesture of support, the courage to stand by your principles when no one is watching. These disciples showed that faith is lived out in the small, consistent choices we make every single day. Their undocumented acts remind us that our own quiet contributions, our integrity, our empathy, our persistence have the power to create ripples that can change the world. What unseen actions are you taking today to live out your own faith and courage? Thanks for watching. If you found this perspective insightful, please like this video and subscribe for more explorations into history and faith.